So just got done at the Montecito Hot Springs. 8:10 would not do again. The hike was moderate. I would not bring kids or pets, which lots of people were doing. And yeah, well, the parking is insane. I literally manifested my parking space because it's extremely limited here. You're in like neighborhood of multi-million-dollar homes, and there's like no shoulder really anywhere. And then the spots that say no parking, everyone's parking. So, but I was able to, I like drove by the little designated parking lot that they have for the trailhead. And I drove by a couple times, and then I was like, I'm finding a parking spot now. And I came back to the little parking spaces, and someone was leaving right as I drove up. So I was like, thank you, universe. But yeah, like, it's really nice to see the ocean when you're at a vantage point in the woods. And I wanted to go live and do a reading there, but just too many people, and the pools are kind of small, so like you could probably fit in some pools like 2 people at most, and then some pools were like, I think like up to 6 people were fitting in some. Smells like rotten eggs, so lots of sulfur, but you really don't notice it after a while. But yeah, I would definitely, I mean, if you like going around people, sure, go ahead. Yeah, at a resort, like a hot springs resort, there's lots of people, but a lot of times, like, the amount of money you're spending is gonna be deterring lots of people away. So I mean, you will have more moments, I feel like, well, you'll be alone. Whereas here it's like free for all, and which is all well and good, you know. I love communal spaces, but it's like, it's a little hard to recharge when you've got like lots of people wanting to chit chat or what have you. And that's nice that, you know, there's still people out there who want to connect, and I love that. I'm just looking at these crows strutting across the street over here. They're so cute. It's so adorable. But yeah, I might head to the beach, I don't know, or just go to Alpha's. But I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably post like a reading pretty soon. Okay, bye. So the 101 south is pretty backed up. I hope you can hear me. And the reroute that Siri took me on brought me to Santa Claus Lane. And I was about to get on the freeway and sit in traffic when I turned to the right. You know, briefly, I was stopped, and I see the ocean and people, you know, going down to the beach. So I was like, I'm not gonna sit in traffic right now. I mean, nobody's got time for that. Shout out to that lady. So I decided, come on the beach, catch some tides, just watching gulls, you know, forage for food and whatever comes in with the tide, and dogs chasing them and pissing them off, and they're adorable. They're all so funny. But I just shuffled the Tarot of Divine. It's kind of windy, and I don't really know where I'd put the camera. So yeah, But I shuffled the cards and I've already cut them and knocked and on them, so they're good to go. And the question for the collective that I would like to ask the universe is what energy the collective can best embody, what energy would best support the collective in coming to alignment with their counterparts. I've had a lot of energetic experiences, and I know that soon enough someone else will be joining me on this channel. Maybe, you know, he's Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so could be confirmation, right? But yeah, so for the collective universe, what is energy that best supports coming to alignment with their universal, divine, soulmate counterparts? And of course, you have everything now. You are a great and powerful manifester. But the first card, hi Gulf, we have 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands is completion. How does this card make you feel? This is a very interesting card to pull for energy. I mean, there's life growing out of death. What looks like cherries in here. To me, cherries are just, I believe they're cherries. Cherries are very coquette, very darling. How can I, and not coquette in like a weird way, just sort of like, I don't know, demure, you know. I love that demure has been recognized. It's such a lovely word. It's such a lovely descriptive. But I've been seeing a lot of cherries recently too, and that could be connections to other things in my own personal experience. But for the collective, with cherries in this card, but they're black cherries, it's like your innocence is connecting with your inner child, reconnecting with inner child. Your innocence within is protected. It's there. And orchids, for me, have always been like a huge symbol of devotion, commitment, dedication. You know, in the early part of the 20th century, when you gave orchids to someone that you loved or liked, you know, someone that you're interested in, it really sent them a message, because orchids are so exotic. Orchids are not native to the North America, I believe. I don't believe they are. So, you know, the fact that orchids comes up in this card is that just reconnecting with your inner child, reconnecting with and healing the inner child. So universe, what is a message of support in healing inner child for the collective, please? I have judgment in reverse. You got the lotus in the sun there. The figure's ready to go, ready to serve judgment. I'd like to get a little insight from the author of this deck, because judgment in reverse, so this is from Chinese mythology, and Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Judgment is the reckoning and ending before the start of new journey. Past actions, decisions determine future events. If you haven't learned your lessons, you're doomed to repeat your mistakes over and over. In the reverse for this deck, it symbols oppression, lack of self-awareness, failure, repeated mistakes, and self-loathing. Yeah, definitely connecting with the inner child and just sitting with self, asking your inner child, how can I honor you today? Or at the end of the day, how can I honor you in every moment? How can I repair? How can I honor, I probably said honor many times, but yeah, definitely asking inner child, I'm sorry if I ignored you. What can I do to repair? What can I do to give you space? I dropped everything in the sand. What can I do to give you space for your voice to be heard? Aw, when the cards fell out on the floor, got the Empress. Just be the parent to yourself that you would have wanted as a child. And if you have kids, be the parent that you wanted as a child for your kids. But also talk with them, ask them, because what may have worked for your expectations as a child can differ from your child's expectations of a parent. And so ask them, hey, things are like this, what do you feel about it? And for the most part, you have to make these decisions, and all your decisions affect your kids, should you have them. But you're also setting the example to them. You are exhibiting whatever limiting beliefs you hold or don't hold through your actions to them. So connecting with inner child will help you to come into alignment with your special person, with your specific person, and that gives you the foundation to build a beautiful life together. Definitely a Ten of Cups situation. I wonder, oh, no, it was not, so but we did get the Lovers. Ooh, drop some more. This thing's falling everywhere here, but it's so pretty here, and I wish you all were here watching these beautiful tides and having the sun be reflected into your eyes by the ocean. It's just really lovely, and all the oil rigs they have here. Okay, but it's still lovely, and I think that I'm gonna go look for shells now. But yeah, healing inner child, reconnecting with inner child. Whether you want to have kids or not, it still affects your relationships with others, you know. When we stifle and stymie our inner child, that's part of the shadow. And shadow can create a lot of static. I don't want to say clouds the subconscious, but you know, it's like a cloaking, I guess. But yeah, oh, what a cute puppy. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you in the next one. Love ya.